Tonight's podcast is brought to you by The Subtle Art of Butt Fucking.
In a fall of dry literature, Boner Factory Publishing is pleased to bring you literature that will make you wet, moist, and wanting for more. With Milton Willoughby's brand new book, The Subtle Art of Butt Fucking.
The following is an excerpt from The Subtle Art of Butt Fucking. As Lord Gareth sat with the Lady Beaumont under the willow tree, she sighed with joy as she nuzzled her head into his chest. He leaned down and gave her a deep kiss as the wind rustled the tree above. "My lady," he asked, "may I fucketh thy butt?" "My Lord Gareth, of course you may," she replied excitedly. He then plunged deeply into her crevasse with the skill and dexterity of a master coxman, and brought forth a butt fucking to make a pop player proud.
John Roan of Billard's Weekly says riveting, paints a real sunset of curiosity, a dredge with butt fucking. Derek Futehorn of the Daily Bastard says deep and impactful. Sheila Schilt of Women for Women says makes me want to shit. Look today on your local bestseller rack for Milton Willoughby's The Subtle Art of Butt Fucking.
Risen from the grave. You can run, but know that you can be saved. The good old game is all resurrected. The blood will flow like but now you know their names. All the bread in the back of the game. With a bottle of whiskey and control of the surface they reclaim. All the good old gamers punch you right in the dick. All the good old gamers return to kick you right in the cliff. Oh, were you offended? They'll sit down your neck. The good old gamers return.
Another deep and impactful week.
Yeah,
Always deep and impactful.
always deep and impactful here at the Good Old Gamers.
Are you impacted?
Always.
We're impacted.
Yeah, with my keto diet, I'm always impacted.
To the point of a hospital visit, are you?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I shit out billiard balls on the reg.
Well, you need to subscribe to Billard's Weekly because they have a wonderful literature review column.
I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit.
Of course. How do you think I found our sponsor?
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm glad you got those guys because we need them on board. It's good to see Boner Factory actually producing content again.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
It is.
I'm Lyle. That's Brandon.
Hey, go butt fuck yourself.
Aha! Little turn of events there.
Yeah, little zizz on that zazz.
Oh. Well, we are the Good Old Gamers Podcast. And as Brendan said earlier, he summed it up about we live in hell.
Yeah, we live in hell.
It's, I don't know. I mean, I'm in a pretty good mood, but it doesn't escape the fact that the world's falling apart around us. Mm-hmm. Like always.
It's okay. You know, you boil a frog slowly, it doesn't notice.
Yeah, this is true. I guess that's how I feel. Just slowly getting boiled by the turmoils of life.
It's okay. I've ordered the Godzilla pinball machine.
See, no.
So
Give yourself the fucking, the hand clap.
quite pumped.
I think you should be.
It looks so good, dude.
I'm struggling just to get a pinball machine.
You need to get one. We need to get us like a local pinball league circuit going.
I need to get some money first. So that's going to be the big issue.
Yep.
But it's coming, is it sometime this month or next month?
It's supposed to be the end of October to early November.
How sweet would that be if you end up getting it early?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's possible.
Yeah. Yep. Quite fucking excited. This next month is going to drag by, I think.
It's going to be good. I'm coming over here the night you get it running.
Hell yeah. My luck is going to arrive on a Friday, and I can't do shit with it till Monday. Because of work.
Oh, yeah. That would suck.
Yeah.
Have all that shit sitting there that you can't put together.
Yeah.
Can't do anything with.
Yep.
But, I mean, how long realistically does it take to put a pinball machine together? A couple hours?
Not even that long, really. Especially if you got a hand to help you out. Because really all you do is... The main thing is getting the legs on. It's hard to get the legs on without somebody else. But once you get the legs on, you just turn the back box up and lock it in place. And usually there's like packing foam in places to keep all the toys from running around, and you're good to go.
Oh, yeah.
Which I also bought a shaker motor, so I'm going to have to install that. Because I love that shaker motor I got in my Iron Maiden.
That's the thing that makes the whole floor like...
Yeah.
I gotta give you compliments on your carpet too, man.
It's fucking badass.
I dig. The first thing I thought of was the old school skating rink.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
But you fucking nailed it. It looks really cool.
It's got all kinds of like stars and planets and stuff on it, and my LED lights, their colored lights are like strobing in there, from like almost like a black light to a blue, and it really makes those planets and stuff pop. Like it fades in and out.
We were talking about candy and stuff last go around, and like looking at the orange and stuff, the way it fades in and out made me flashback a little bit at one time I ate some candy.
Oh yeah.
And like that's exactly what it looks like.
Hell yeah.
So it's really cool. The ambiance is great in there.
Yeah. I just need more room.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, in that little corner of the world, you definitely got like the arcade fucking vibe going on.
Yeah.
So you need to get you a jukebox now and just fill it with nothing but thrash metal.
Hell yeah.
That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah.
I went to Furnace Fest last week. And
How was that?
Spent too much money.
As one should.
It fucking ruled. It was good. Saw a lot of... I didn't go Sunday. I went Friday and Saturday, but seen some really fucking good bands. I seen two of my bucket list band, like two of my favorite bands I've never seen. Got to watch them. They kicked ass. So kind of cool. Want to give a shout out. Peter and the dudes from Remember Never played Thursday night at the kickoff show. Come out wearing a Hexa shirt, repping the band. So that was very exciting for me.
Hell
You
yeah.
can tell I don't get out much. So,
Yeah. I mean, why would you?
I mean, there's no reason to.
No, there's not.
I say that I haven't even really fucking been home in like a week.
Like, why the fuck would I go outside when Diablo 2 Resurrected just came out? Why in the fuck would I do that?
I mean, why would you feed your kids? Why would you wipe your own ass?
Yeah.
Why would you do anything?
Yeah.
Other than play Diablo.
Exactly.
I love how when I walked in here, I tripped over all these gallon milk jugs of feces and urine sitting around the computer. You literally, I see skin tags in that chair over there. Were you becoming one?
Yeah. I'm slowly melding with it. You get a plus 50 to Magic Find if you meld completely with the chair.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's quite worth it.
So I'm taking that's what you're talking about tonight.
Yeah. It has turned me into a worthless human being. But in a way, it's a good feeling. I haven't played a game. I haven't been this drawn into a game in, fuck, I don't know how long. It's been at least 5 years, if not longer, since I've been able to be sucked into a game.
It's like one of these ones like you did when we were kids. Like I would go to bed and wake up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and you're still sitting there just like hammering it out.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's one of those like I'll be making a Nightmare and Dario run looking for that sweet Stone of Jordan ring and make that run. I'm like, well, fuck. I need to go to bed, but I'm going to do one more. And then I do that. And I'm like,
3 fucking
one
runs
more.
later. Yeah.
Like, I got to end on a high note. Let's just keep rolling. And the next thing I know, it's fucking 3 a.m. Damn, all the pets have become desiccated and dried up in the corner.
Withered away. Your kids are graduating high school and like driving off to college.
Yeah. What happened to Dad? Oh. Well, you see, they released Diablo 2 again.
It is El Diablo. It ruined our family. The goddamn devil. I want to get it. I just haven't yet. 'Cause like I said, I haven't been home in a week.
Yeah. You need to, man. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
we need to do that GOG clan.
Yeah. Oh, our listener Bill's got on it. He got on it briefly. He's having some troubles with the game crashing on him. Hopefully, I know they've patched it a couple times. Hopefully, that'll be worked out for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I need to do it.
It's so fucking good, dude. It is so good.
Is it just like the old one?
Just like the old one with a couple minor tweaks and new graphics. And it's literally the old game with new graphics slapped on top. Like, there you can press a button and it just goes back from the new graphics to the old stuff. Like, just like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, because the new graphics is full widescreen, modern looking shit. You press G and it goes back to the 4:3 aspect ratio, like exact old school graphics and shit. They literally just slapped it on top of the old game to make everything
cool.
work almost identical.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. In fact, because my PC at this point is becoming old and decrepit, there are points in the latter acts where I have to go back to the old mode to get a respectable frame rate.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they, like, as far as when we were talking about I'm sorry, I'm not trying to drag. I'm a brain dead fuck today. Yeah. Like, is there like an online shop or any of that stuff on this? You know how like they had the thing on Diablo 3 where people were selling shit for money? There's nothing like that.
Just like Diablo 2 was. You can trade with people.
That's cool.
And you could go to a third party website and buy shit from somebody there. You might get scammed or something though.
Yeah.
I like that though. It's like the Wild West. Like,
yeah.
There's so many scams and bullshit in Diablo 2 to just fleece the retards, and there's not enough of that in this world.
It's equilibrium.
Being dumb should be expensive. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just...
Well, yeah. It kind of is, if you think about it.
I mean, I just spent $9,000 on a pinball machine, so make of that what you will.
I'm pretty sure somewhere some financial advisor just started fucking punching himself right in the scrot.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to pack my nuts right up into my intestines.
Yep.
But, I mean...
Gotta live, too.
Fuck yeah, you do.
Gotta live, too.
I hope you don't ever check out before me, but if you do, then you just gotta leave one of those to somebody.
I'll keep you in mind,
Don't
man.
ever forget your old boy here. I'll be sure if I check out for you to leave you my whopping porno collection.
Oh, man, you got the creme de la creme there.
I've got one. Yeah. I got that, I bought the porn parody of, fuck. I bought it in Florida. I thought I talked about it last week. The porn parody of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but it's,
I do recall you mentioned that at some point.
All it is like chicks shooting lasers out of her titties. As happens in life. Such is life.
Yeah, as they are wont to do.
But, that's cool though. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's one thing that
to try it, I guess.
One thing that they've done that really makes me excited is like in old Diablo 2, and I guess it's still like that today. If you went and play the original version, if you start a character online and then you don't log in for either 90 or 120 days, I can't remember which, all your shit's deleted. Now it's not that way anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, that's usually Diablo 2 is one of those games that like I'll play feverishly until I get burnt out on it. And then I won't touch it for a few months.
Is there still like fan servers to the original Diablo 2?
I think so. But there's none for this one. They took out the open BattleNet thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't do the TCP/IP LAN party with it anymore, which I mean, not a huge deal.
I mean, all you gotta do is get everybody over.
Yeah. Just play it on BattleNet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome so far. I've wasted way too many hours of my life already, and there's gonna be many more wasted.
Have you, like, in terms of where you are in the game, are you, like, far into it?
I'm about...
Have you done run through it once or any of that?
I've beat normal mode once with my one character I have. I have a sorceress because it's my favorite. I've beat normal, and I beat Act 1 Nightmare, and I've been just doing Andariel runs. Andariel's the boss of Act 1. Because she
pretty much gear drop, right?
Yeah, just doing gear drop and experience. Mainly looking for Stone of Jordan ring. Haven't found one yet. I'm about to just move on and just keep playing normally. If anyone's got a Stone of Jordan ring they want to give me, hit a brother up.
Let me know.
No, if I found a Stone of Jordan right now, I'd probably turn around and sell it for cash money. Because I got curious and I started looking on some of these third-party websites. Because it's so early in the game, people are paying like $500 for those cocksuckers.
Bullshit.
They were...
Jesus, I kind of want to go buy it and just start grinding out tonight to try to get one and be like, well, this would pay for my rest of my Halloween costume here.
I imagine those prices won't last long.
Yeah.
Because in 6 months from now, everybody's going to have those rings. But right now, it's hot.
So I'm assuming, though, it's pretty hard to fucking nab one, like...
Yeah. So, Nightmare Andariel, I can't remember the actual chance she has to drop a unique ring, but she can only drop 3 different unique rings, which is what makes her good for farming that ring. It's either going to be Mantled Hill, Nagel Ring, or Stone of Jordan. However, there's a 16 out of 33 chance of being Nagel Ring, 16 out of 33 to be Mantled Hill, and 1 out of 33 to be Stone of Jordan.
Shit.
So ideally, you'd have to run that 30. You'd have to get 33 unique rings to get 1 Stone of Jordan. On average, you could, because it is all chance, you could do 100 of them and not get one. But yeah, on average, if you get 33 unique rings, you'll get 1 Stone of Jordan. I've run the shit out of it, and I think I've found 5 unique rings. And then none of them have been Stone of Jordan.
So how long does it take you roundabout to do a run to get all that?
5 minutes or less.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess... God, man, that's insane.
Yeah.
There's somebody out in the world that just makes a living off sitting at home playing that shit and selling that
Eventually,
shit. And when that runs out, that'll be on to the next game where you can do it.
I don't doubt that the people who made bots for Diablo 2 have already been working, or may already have one working for this one, and bots will pretty much farm the shit out of that 24/7, and then they'll be everywhere. And if you paid $500 for a Stone of Jordan now, you're a fucking idiot. Because there's been a number of times when I played Diablo 2, like the original Diablo 2, where I just got a wild hair and just wanted to play duels where you just fight people.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like doing all the grinding and shit. So I just level a character up. And you can go on eBay for $10 at the time. Back then, eBay lets you sell digital items.
Yeah. I remember that.
Like $10, you could gear out a character, the top in-game shit. Everything was so common at that point. So I wouldn't recommend spending $500 on a ring that's going to be really common in 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
But if someone wants to buy one off me, I get it.
It's kind of that deal, too. Like, the game's only been out so long, for example.
Yeah, like a little over a week now, I think.
A week. So the in-game items that are generated is only, been for that week.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been enough time to generate a fucking shit ton of extra.
Right, anybody who's found them needs them and are keeping them. But yeah, that's the thing about Diablo 2 and its economy as a whole is because versus Diablo 3, where if you find an item, it's only on your character. It can never be trade hands. So any item that's found is lost forever, basically, because it can not be swapped to another character. Diablo 2, you can trade. So these items stick around forever. Okay. They're always swimming around in the economy.
Something we were talking about is you were talking about in Diablo 2, how easy it was to fuck people, with the item swap. Mm-hmm. Is that possible in this one still?
I haven't done a trade with anybody yet. From what I've seen, just looking at YouTube videos, it looked like it had the same interface. So yeah, I think so.
Like you just got an item, like all these rings look the same.
Uh-huh.
So, and you said you gotta hover on it, right?
Yeah. Yep. And the used to, when vanilla Diablo at release, there was this one check mark. You check that, and they checked theirs, trade went through. Now I think there's 2. there's like a green check mark. Like if you make that green and they make that green, you're good to trade and confirm. If any of the items are swapped at any point, it unchecks the green check mark, so you have to check the green check mark again. So it lets you know, hey, they swapped something, look at it. If you don't look at it, sucks to be you.
Well, I mean, that's kind of on you.
Yeah, it is.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. Is it like the Lord of Destruction expansion and all that shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's different modes. Like, you could play a classic Diablo character. I don't know why you really would, but I noticed that was an option at character creation. I could make classic Diablo, so it wouldn't be Lord of Destruction expansion. It'd be pre-expansion.
Yeah. They might just throw that in there for somebody that wants to do it for, like, nostalgia's sake of how it originally was or something, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
That may be a bit more complex as to...
There's a few quality of life improvements, like showing some of the stats and stuff. One thing I really like is one of the secret cow level in Diablo. Do you remember that? In Diablo 2?
Yes.
So you go and the big thing with the secret cow level is you could only run it once per difficulty if you killed the Cow King. He's the big boss in that level. If you don't kill the Cow King, you can keep going back and wiping out all the cows for loot. They changed it so you can kill the Cow King and still keep going back to the cow level.
Oh, that's cool.
That makes life so much easier, especially, like, I love Frozen Orb sorcerers, and Frozen Orb throws shit all over the screen. It's hard not to kill the Cow King because I'm just spraying the whole fucking screen. So generally, I will just avoid the area he's in. Now it don't matter. I can just go wipe everything out, go do it again. That was a good improvement there.
Oh, yeah.
But they have largely just not fucked with the game any. I like that. I would like to see, like, eventually, after they work out all the bugs and
is it Blizzard?
Things, yeah.
Okay.
Well, Blizzard published it. I think a different company actually, like, developed it. Yeah. I can't think of the name of it, but yeah, was it Blizzard proper? I think Blizzard owns that company, but it's not Blizzard Studios that made it.
I know this is random, but one of the I met a guy at a show years ago. We were showing off tattoos and shit, and he had a sleeve, and it was like, it started out like a Blood Mountain Macedon lower sleeve, and it was just mountain, and like kept going up and fired at the top. It was the devil sitting on top of the mountain, and it was Diablo from the PS1 album cover, that real gnarly, like physical looking Diablo or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just randomly thought of that, but anyways, I need to get it.
It's so fucking addicting, dude. It is digital crack. I'm loving it.
I love the old one, man. Like,
and Bill's the only person I've played with so far. I've been just having a blast just going through by myself. I figure I'll do more multiplayer stuff later, but I've just been soaking up the nostalgia of it. Yeah. Just running through at my own pace, doing what I want to do.
Does it kind of make you feel like a younger man again doing it?
It does.
That's how Furnace Fest did me. Like, I was just I haven't felt the certain way I felt since I was like fucking 20 listening to that music, you know?
That's what getting old does to us. It makes us just want to...
Power of nostalgia, man.
Makes us just want to, just for a brief moment, go back to those simpler times.
That's the whole reason we do this fucking podcast. Yeah.
I highly recommend Diablo 2 Resurrected to anybody who enjoyed the original game. Again, there's been a few hiccups with the server, especially server issues that first weekend. I heard it was real bad. Of course, I work on the weekends at long hours.
Most games usually are though, on launch.
That's every fucking game. So, but yeah, I know Bill had crashing issues. I had some crashing issues until I reinstalled it. So I haven't had any since then. Seems like they're just going to work out the bugs, and then they're going to start the ladder seasons, which ladder, did you ever play when ladder was a thing?
Very little.
Ladder is like, okay, you got your normal Diablo 2 mode. Then ladder is like a fresh start mode. Yeah. Ladder characters can only play with ladder characters. And after so many months, the ladder ends. And like the real goal of the ladder, if you're like super competitive, is to level up real quickly. You want to be the first person to level 99. Yeah. You'll be number one on that list. But other than that, it's just a fresh start every few months. And that, to me, that's the funnest part of Diablo, is that fresh start. Starting with jack shit and farming your way up to a good character.
Yeah, well, I mean, that adds to the replay value and
It
shit
does.
because there's so many different ways you can go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like and I mean, there's so many different builds you can play as.
Yeah,
each playthrough would be unique depending on the character and
Yeah. And at the end of the ladder season, though, your ladder characters get dumped into your non-ladder pool. And ladder also has like unique rune words you can make that you can't make in non-ladder normally. So that was your incentive to play ladder. You want to go on ladder and make those rune words so you can bring them over to your non-ladder characters and have those items. Right now, you can make the ladder rune words. So I don't know if that's going to be forever or if that's just temporary because they ain't started ladder yet. They want to give everyone access. I don't know about that, but I'll probably be doing ladder again if I ain't burnt out. Just because I love the startup of Diablo 2. That's the favorite.
well, fuck too. I mean,
It's the journey, not the end.
you played Diablo 2 for fucking years after it come out. So I mean, it might be the same way now. It
Yeah.
might take you a shit ton to get burnt out. It's fucking exciting for me. I haven't seen you this genuinely excited about a fucking video game in a while.
It's been a long fucking time, dude.
Because you've been really hammering on the board game
Yeah.
and pinball more than anything. Mm-hmm. So it's fucking refreshing.
It's rekindled the love of video games in me.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't played it, and I want to talk about it because I was going to talk about Actraiser again tonight. That's what I've been playing through again. I've already talked about Actraiser on this podcast probably about 5 fucking times, but
Are they doing like some kind of re-release?
there's a it's Actraiser Resurrected, I think, or something like that, and it's out on Switch now. I looked at the video of it, and I want to try it. It looks like it's just a direct remake, but everything's anime now, and I'm just like, it's real cutesy, and like it looks like the anime Final Fantasy kind of thing. Like, I don't know. But at the same time, it's exciting because it's like, well, that's the first time anybody's fucked with Actraiser, and since Actraiser 2. Actraiser 2 sucked. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't have anything that made it Actraiser, you know.
Right.
Hack and slash mixed with fucking city building.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a unique combination there.
I love how you're actually God and the people are just like, I've been having bad visions and my dumbass son wandered off. Can you find him? And you find there's like a little character just laying on the ground. It's like, he's retarded and don't know how he got out here. Here, God's a loaf of bread. Give it to him. When you get him home, we will learn how to build bridges. It's such like weird, but it's literally like that.
That's what I liked about that game, Black and White.
Dude, okay. So I bought Black and White back in the day, but my PC wasn't good enough to install it. And I didn't. And then I ended up downloading a pirated copy of Black and White 2. And I never could get it to work because it was pirated.
Yeah, I never played the second one. But
And you're God.
yeah, you are God,
Right.
and you have this creature that's kind of your avatar that you train, and you can beat the fuck out of.
Yeah, you can like
You
slap
literally
it.
slap him around and beat the shit out of him.
That's awful.
And leaves bruises and stuff on him.
You couldn't have that game
Hell
now
no,
because
you
as soon as you start playing it, it'd be like a wild PETA person appeared.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're evil and you want your creature to be evil, you'd beat the fuck out of him for no reason. And he would do the same to your village.
Wow. I hate
Which
just take
even-
it out on them. Is like the Lord slaps me, so I slap your village.
But even if you're a good god, you still beat the shit out of your creature, like when he ate villagers for no reason.
Well, it's because he's stupid. It's a giant walking cow.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you expect? Because that was it was like a cow and a wolf or something, wasn't it?
I know there's a turtle, a tiger, might be a wolf.
There wasn't a cow.
There was multiple ones, so that might have been one of
I
them.
don't remember.
It's been so long since I've played. I never beat that game. That was a hard fucking game. Once you got past the first couple places, dude, it was fucking rough.
Like I said, I never got to play it, so I just know a little bit about it.
Yeah, for old weird strategy games, Black and White and Sacrifice are way up there.
I don't think I ever played
Sacrifice was fucking awesome. You were basically this wizard who was doing the biddings of the gods, and you eventually pretty much kill the gods by making alliances with some of them and going and fighting the other ones. But you started off with souls that you used to summon creatures with, and if you say killed some of the opponent wizards creatures, their souls would just float up over the corpses, and you collect those and summon more creatures. You really snowball. It was unique game. I've never seen another one like it. It was like a third person view strategy game with you built up your little army of dudes. You'd have to go and plant altars in strategic locations to harvest souls and all kinds of stuff. I need to go back and play that one again.
PC game?
PC game.
I've never heard of it. I have to check it out.
It was really unique too, like the way you could ally yourself with some of the gods and get unique combinations of creatures and powers. Because if you're with the Earth God, you get big stompy creatures, and the Fire God gets fire dudes and stuff. It was pretty cool.
I hadn't heard of that. Do you know one that I've always been? Maybe you know something about it because I fucking don't. Old school strategy game that I've always wanted to figure out. I've owned it twice and still don't know how to play it. Populous.
No, I have not.
Is it Populous?
I've always got it Populous.
Populous, maybe.
I remember trying once and I was like, I don't know.
I never could figure out what the fucking deal with it was. I know it's something about building Earth and just letting shit maybe naturally evolve on it.
Was it their SNES version?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one that's the main one I remember.
Yeah, I remember trying that as a child.
I remember renting it as a kid and being like, what in the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Where's the goddamn dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Where's the goddamn question mark blocks?
And I think most importantly, where's the fucking instruction manual? Because I rented that shit and I had no clue what to do.
Not manual. Where's the instruction encyclopedia?
Yeah. I think that was my problem with a lot of games like that, is renting them, you wouldn't have the instruction book, and a lot of those games expected you to have the instruction book.
Maybe that's one I should fucking YouTube how to play and try to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be some Populous player out there somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them strategy games, though, man. If you just rented it and didn't have a manual, who in their right mind, the definition of insanity, you go out and you're like, yeah, I got a one-night game rental. Parents are going to give me a piece of what we getting. Romance of the Seven Kingdoms Part 4.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, you fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, explain to me. Those games are so fucking complex.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's what I want to ask you, Brandon. I want to pick your brain. How in the fuck are you so smart when it comes to stuff like that? If I was ever a dictator and if I ever got into my spot by yelling, you would definitely be my chief of military command. And be like, well, you're fucking awesomeness. Figure out how we can lay waste to the rest of the world.
I'd have spent too many hours of my life wasting away in front of a television until I figured it out. You fail enough times and you'll eventually succeed.
Well, it's like you're like that in everything. Card games, video games, board games. If I was just talking about the Wild West, if the video game competitive scene was like that, they'd see you come in there's just fucking straight shit their britches. And pants burnt, got a hole burned through them. They're ruined.
Well, I appreciate your faith in my skills.
I have faith in you. I want you to bestow some of this knowledge so I can be an asshole among men, too. I'd like to know more rules in the subtle art of butt fucking.
Well, boy, I got the book for you.
Well. Hey, and speaking of that book, if you get on Amazon right now and type in good old butt fucking #25, you'll get 25% off Milton Willoughby's wonderful new book, The Subtle Art of Butt Fucking.
Yeah. You'll see down below the suggested buys frequently bought together is that book and a single banana.
Yeah. That book rates right up there with Slaughterhouse 5, Catcher in the Rye, The Grapes of Wrath, the classics.
Uh-huh.
But anyway. Yeah, I played Actraiser.
You did?
Yeah, that's all.
I've rearranged, well, we talked about it a little bit. I've rearranged my game room, making room for Godzilla. And
It looks so good.
that fucking carpet, dude.
It just looks,
I have more fun playing shit in there just because of the carpet. Like, it just it changes your psychology of it a little bit.
what's going to be funny is when you go out here in a little bit, you're going to look and you're going to notice there's a sleeping bag and a pillow up underneath one of them.
We're having a lock-in.
Yeah, I brought my rollerblades.
Hell yeah.
So, fuck yeah. Hell yeah, it's right. Something I do want to talk to you about, and I figured we could talk about on there. I want to mod. It's getting that time. I want to mod my Arcade Legends. Mainly just so I can play fucking Blitz. The virtual pinball I thought about, I'd like to figure out a way to just hook my fucking PS4 up to it, because I got like Ghostbusters pinball on there. I'm sure that'd be possible, but
I think it is.
I think you just got to have like a dongle or something for the controls to work.
Right, yeah, I think that's really all you need, because you can HDMI right into it, and you just USB over.
I'm having problems with mine a little bit.
Really?
So I noticed it's got that attract mode on it. Like I got in there just playing around with the settings, because they've updated so much through that Arcade Legends.
They have. Like every Wednesday is a new update.
It's kind of cool though, because they're putting some pretty rad shit on there. And I noticed you can put Cody and all that shit on it now, so you can use it as a media center.
I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
Yeah, they got it in the App Store. You can download.
Huh.
But they're doing all this shit, and it's got an attract mode where you can just put you can put video that's preloaded, or I just put using stills of each of the games, and all it does is it just flashes like a still of the bezel art in the game, like a screensaver. Well, I do that, and about a couple months ago, Layla and one of her friends, that's my girlfriend's daughter, they come over and we had an issue where they were playing it, and I don't know if it's because one of the kids turned it off and on like too quick or whatever, but it kept saying like no signal, like it wasn't getting signal from anything. So I turned it off, let it stay off for a while, turn it back on, and it finally started working again. Well, I left that screensaver on, and I left it on when I went to bed there night, and I got up at like 2 or 3 in the morning to take a piss and looked, and the no signal thing was back on.
Huh.
So it's like losing signal.
You might want to look, but like,
I wonder if something's worked its way loose or something.
The HDMI cord that goes from that control panel underneath. You might want to just pull your control panel out and see if that might have come loose. It might just barely be hanging in or something.
I didn't think about that. But I'd like to mod it. I mean, I don't really know other than what I got on it now. What would be the benefits of putting a fucking Raspberry Pi on it?
Pi would...
Slightly better games?
Slightly better games. The main thing with the Pi is you have more flexibility of emulators to run. Like, it'd be easier to run console games. You can run a slicker front end. Like, it's sorted by system and stuff a lot better. Because I fucking hate Coin Ops X. I mean,
I don't even use it anymore. I use the thing where you just go to the add-on and you can just... I've got everything in a list there that I can just pick. It looks cool, but...
Yeah, I mean, it can look real good. It can look slick as well, shit in a nice flow.
There's functionality issues with it.
There's a lot of functionality issues.
Because I noticed if you've got the game that comes on the fucking cab, like Tempest is one, you fucking hacked your Tempest where your fucking other
flips the spinners around.
Well, on mine for some reason, like, because I guess Tempest is a preloaded game, you go to Tempest and it won't even let me select it. Like, you'll click it and it'll go to load the game and it'll just...
But what if you do it through the Coin Ops? Will it work then?
No.
Huh. I'd have to look at that.
Or no, that's what I'm saying. On Coin Ops, like, when you select it, it don't... Like, it uses the normal spinner.
Huh.
But a lot of times it won't even let you pick Tempest on the Coin Ops. Like, I have to go into the add-on feature or whatever.
Okay.
And I was just kind of wondering if it's because it's got actual Tempest on the machine. Maybe there's like a
Nah, it probably has something to do with...
me wanting all that other bullshit on there.
Yeah, I'd probably have to redo your card and get it fixed.
I thought about just, there's people on fucking Etsy for like $20 a piece that sell like jump drives that you just plug in. There was one guy, I just worry about getting burnt, but Etsy, you can get your money back. I think. Yeah. But there was one guy that had one you could buy for $20. It was preloaded with all the Sega CD games. And I'm like, that's awful, but awesome.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Pi will definitely open up your options. And I think Pi 4 can do some Dreamcast emulations, which might get you Blitz. I'm not 100. You'd have to look that up. I'm sure somebody out there's got a video showing. Emulating the arcade version of Blitz is really fucking hard. The one computer I got in there barely can do it.
Shit. It may be better. I mean, it would be shit. What I ought to do is just fucking give me an empty arcade cab, a Dreamcast, and some fucking joysticks.
Yeah.
Just do it and just make me a standalone fucking Blitz cabinet.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
That'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty. I could probably do it pretty cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep your eyes open for an empty cab and probably get one of those for $200-$300.
Figuring out how to run the joysticks, like make everything run to the.
Yeah, well, that would be difficult.
You probably buy an encoder. I wonder if they make encoders or something like that. I doubt it.
Yeah.
You might be good. I might be like, I wonder if it cost me a shit ton to like just buy some Dreamcast joysticks.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I bet they're getting a little pricey these days.
Yeah.
Imagine the $60-$80 range or something like that.
Everything.
That's specialty. Yeah, Dreamcast Blitz, I think, would be the best one to emulate as far as that goes. Because Blitz and Gauntlet Legends are notoriously hard to emulate, the arcade versions.
They use the same fucking
the same engines and stuff. It sucks because I really love Gauntlet Legends.
I'm going to look up.
That's one of my favorites at Pasquale's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that you could just go in, put in your initials, and then you got your character. Like, it saved your progress.
Fuck, dude, you were 100% right. $74.97, $85, $170.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna be rewiring it to a arcade control, you could just break apart a controller and solder connectors to each of the buttons. Be a pain in the dick, but you could do it. That's what a lot of people do with like 360 controllers for their arcade, because that's something I still need to do something similar for mine, is get it to all be using Xbox hardware, because it's so much easier to play like PC games and stuff than with old direct input controllers like what I got now.
Yeah.
So many games just don't even see it.
What I ought to do if I'm going to go that route, I need to have it where I can fucking play Blitz, but at the same token, I can just swap discs out and play fucking House of the Dead 2 on Arcade Cab 2.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
You could have like the Dreamcast down in the coin door. You open it up and swap your discs out.
Yeah. That'd be pretty badass. Just build like a big ass Dreamcast.
Which honestly, I mean, if you're modding shit, I could show you how to put an SD card in that Dreamcast. Fuck swapping discs.
Because you imagine like if you had it set up to 4-player, dude, Power Stone.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Be badass on that shit.
Yeah, it would.
That was one cool thing, man. Dreamcast had the arcadey shit. The fighting games on Dreamcast were badass.
Yeah, they were.
That sounds like
not even a big fighting game person myself, but I was all about some Soul Calibur and Power Stone.
That sounds like that might be a cool project.
Yeah.
Make you nut your shorts. It's old Creamcast.
I've been trying to keep my eyes peeled for like a little candy dispensing machine or something to put in that arcade room. I need something like that.
You need now it's to the point where you need the fucking accessorize a little bit. Dude, if you had a coin machine and you really or a candy machine and you need a fucking like capsule toy machine, that'd be cool as fuck.
It would. I'd really like to have a claw machine, but I ain't got room for it.
Yeah. That would be cool though.
Yeah. I've seen for a few $100 you can get little like mini desktop claw machines.
I've seen one. I think for like $200, you could put candy and small trinkets in them. Like that's still kind of cool.
It is. I'd really like once the kids move out. I'd love to fill it up with shots of whiskey and stuff.
Fuck yes, I'd be over here like fucking your machine up all the time. You'd be like, we had to send that drunk son of a bitch home. He was over here clawing over goddamn liquor out of our cabinet.
Too bad they don't have like little versions of those White Claws.
You're just like, I'm glad oh yeah, the claws law.
Put claw in the claw machine.
Be so funny. You're like, yeah, I got it rigged. I rig it when Lyle comes over here. We like seeing his blood pressure get up. He'll go home this morning. He's a son of a bitch.
Which, once the kids are grown and moved out, I'll have me a couple extra rooms to play with. So I might make that claw machine happen.
Your roommate just holler.
Will do.
I'm sure I'll be cold and alone still by then. I mean, I'm not alone now, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Desolate. Man, there's like, you need a fucking quarter dispensing machine.
Yeah.
But they're huge too. So.
They're huge and not cheap. And I have to rig up everything to use quarters. Like only 2 of mine actually have coin mechs in them.
Yeah.
3 once Godzilla gets here. I don't want to have to add coin mechs to the other ones.
God, I want a pinball table, but it's just going to take me fucking months to save up to get one. I'm thinking about just buying every fucking arcade cab I come across and just having me an arcade in my living room.
That'd be pretty badass.
There's a couple I really want. Like, I still like to find a RoboCop since I was disenfranchised of RoboCop.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a real Ghostbusters cab, even though I'm not a huge fan of that game.
Yeah.
I'd really like a fucking, is it a Cabaret?
Cabaret?
Cabaret, what the fuck?
The little cabs?
Yeah.
Basically what the arcade one-ups are
I
trying
have
to mimic.
found such a mad love for Missile Command, man. Like, I love that fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was better at it. I wish Roy Schilt would come along and show me some tips to be a better gamer.
I really want a cocktail table.
Yeah.
If I had that's the thing is I don't got the room for it at this point, but all because of Pasquale's.
I'm not going to lie, man. Like, the arcade one-up Pong table they got out, I seriously looked at that because I'm like, that's fucking rad because it's literally...
Isn't it a 4-player Pong?
It's round 4-player Pong, and I'm like, that's pretty bitchin', honestly.
This Pac-Man or whatever cocktail tables look pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not hard to hack and put all kinds of shit on.
Well, the arcade one-up makes them, right?
Yeah.
They got that class of 81 coming out that's fucking Miss Pac-Man and Galaga. Dude,
the Street Fighter sit-down looks cool. The way it does it, it mirrors the sides. So, like, even when you're sitting across from your opponent, you're both looking at half of a TV screen.
That's cool.
Flipped around to you.
I'll give those guys credit. They're doing some pretty cool shit.
They are.
Come out with that arcade one-up House of the Dead. Yeah, and I'll be convinced.
I'm sure it's going to be coming around if they can get the license for it.
Fuck yeah, it'll happen.
Because, I mean, they're using the send-in light guns for the big buck hunter already. So, I think they're making them T2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure, and let me make sure that wasn't just a random bullshit post I saw on Facebook.
I'll have to get that.
But I'm pretty sure I saw they're doing T2.
That's cool.
Let me find it.
I know they won't, but God, please do an Alien 3 the gun and pack it with aliens.
850.
What the fuck? Fuck, dude, you could... That's a lot.
This is Canadian prices, so...
Oh, thank
still
God.
700, 670 to 700. Still steep, but...
That's pretty fucking badass looking, though.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Those things are going up so much, though. They were like sort of like 250, 300.
Yeah, oh yeah. Now...
But they're getting to fucking some really cool shit now.
They are. I still kind of regret selling my golden tee. I don't have room for that golden tee, but that was probably my favorite arcade one-up cab.
Do you have it on your Arcade Legends?
I do.
It's not the same.
It's not quite
I
the
don't know
same.
if you have... I have problems with my trackball sometimes. Like, if I hit it too hard, it, like, weirdly enough, like, I guess jams it up. Like, I have to take that whole fucking thing apart, and it seems like it...
Yeah, I thought about shaving down some of those shims a little bit. I think
there's
they're a little
one
too tight.
shim I took completely out of it. I don't use because I just didn't like the way it felt.
Yeah, I need to open mine up and shave some of them down because it feels a little too tight.
The one you bought me, I still love playing Missile Command on that motherfucker because
Yeah.
it feels fucking legit. Like,
Yeah.
there's a difference between the two, most definitely.
And I've seen a couple mods that people have done to the Legends to put the control panel at a slant. So I really need to look at doing that, see if I can do it in a good way that doesn't look crappy. Because I want a little slant to it. It's flat.
Yeah, just like
It's
something
like 20
barely
degrees or
raised.
something.
Yeah,
That way, you know, when you're doing the trackball for Golden Tee, you're going uphill. That's how it's supposed to be.
yeah.
And plus, it's just more ergonomic. It's every...
Well, most arcades, if you notice, they got a little bit of a grade to them.
Yeah, they do. So, I don't know why they went the flat panel on that, which the early arcade one-ups did too.
Just trying to be the first.
Uh-huh.
Which at the same time, I'll give them credit. They did a pretty fucking good job on that shit.
Yeah, they were the arcade one-up and at games doing pretty good with their cabs. And they're both in like almost two separate markets. Arcade one-up is if you want the nostalgia of the cab itself, and you don't mind paying hundreds of dollars for their games.
Yeah.
And then the Legends is if you want like fucking everything.
Yeah. I would recommend the Legends over
Yeah,
whatever.
if you only got room for like one or two cabs, you need the Legend.
Is definitely the best, like, entry level thing I would think into the arcade market.
Definitely, yeah.
Because I still like it better than I did my main cab that I had because there's so many more options
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, it's cool how easily they let you plug shit into it. And
Well, they knew people were
Yeah.
going to be fucking doing that, so they literally were just like, okay, we ain't going to be making a pain in the ass. Like, I mean, that's one thing the Arcade Legends, or not Arcade Legends, the Arcade 1-Up stuff, like, it's pretty, I mean, it's not hard, but it's pretty involving, I guess, to like mod.
It is. You gotta like buy special boards and either solder shit together or something to like upgrade your monitor and things like that. It's a pain in the dick.
They do it like that on purpose.
Yep. Well, a lot of it's because, from what I read, it's the licensing agreements they got too. Like, these companies are saying, yeah, we'll license it to you as long as, no one can fuck with it easy.
Yeah. Like, nobody's got any of these games via MAME.
Yeah.
Whatever. Boners. But anyhow.
Boners indeed.
So, what part of the episode are we at?
I guess we're at the butt fucking music episode.
Oh.
Why don't you find us some butt fucking tunes?
A tune about butt fucking.
Uh-huh. Alright, I gotta see title theme to Godzilla, Monster of Monsters on NES. One of my all-time favorites.
All hell Godzilla.
Uh-huh. It's definitely... I don't know. I want to sing the praises of the game. Honestly, it's not that good.
We just
I
had
love
a
it.
conversation before we started recording about this. I've never beaten it.
It's one of the first ones I ever beat. And
The hexagonal grid thing really kind of confused me as a younger kid.
yeah, I could see that.
Because I'm like, is there a strategic way that we're moving these? Are you supposed to
Kind
be
of.
moving toward the monster? Like,
Yeah, you've got to take out the monsters anyway. And, Well, at least, I don't know that. I've always just assumed he did. He might be able to just go around them, but I always just fucking killed him. So,
Yeah.
to me, that was the fun point of the game, is killing the monsters. I mean, it's Godzilla.
Well, that's the whole point of Godzilla,
Yeah.
is like it turned from single Godzilla fucking shit up to Godzilla fighting just
Yeah.
different abomination of God after different abomination of God.
But in the NES game, you start off on Earth, and you're eventually making your way to Planet X, where Monster Zero Ghidorah is at. And every time you go to a new planet, all the other monsters you fought also go there, plus like a new one or two. So you got to beat the same monsters over and over and over again. And then the final planet, if I recall, is just like basically just one row of grids, and you're just going through them one at a time. It's a gauntlet.
Yeah.
And eventually you fight Ghidorah.
That son of a bitch.
Yep.
That is Ghidorah is like the foe of Godzilla, right?
It is.
The arch nemesis, if you will.
Yep. He's the one motherfucker that could fuck Godzilla up.
Do you think they did him justice in the newer movie?
Ghidorah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Your
opinion's what matters.
It is. My opinion's the law on Godzilla. The only thing I wish he would have done is kept his creepy noises.
Yeah,
that little chirping.
Yeah.
Because that was like really kind of weird and unnerving. They could have just like turned that up to 11, made it really like this inhuman and it's like that's not from this world.
Yeah.
Sound,
I can say this, I know that noise is like pretty iconic for that. I get they tried to do like a variant of it, and it
wasn't the same.
Yeah,
it didn't hit right. I understand not getting rid of the little dee noise that he always makes, because it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
and a little cheesy. But the chirping he makes is creepy.
Well, since we're on the subject of bringing that shit back, I wanted to see my two girls in a seashell from Author, and I didn't. It's bullshit.
I know it.
Horse shit.
It is. It's honestly, I think dwarf women around the world should take offense to this. They're being they've been whitewashed by Hollywood.
I believe you're right. I mean, it's typical. They do it with everything. Dumbasses.
Pygmy fairy women around the world need to take up arms.
There needs to be like 150,000 of you, but you can do it. Strength in numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, canceled.
Anyways.
Oh, Bit Brigade needs to get a hold of this shit.
Yeah.
They do good at this. This makes such a gnarly like metal song.
I think Nintendo's one of the main reasons I grew up to be a metalhead.
Yeah.
This shit.
Most definitely.
Music like this and the intro to Power Rangers.
Yeah, dude.
Nothing got my 6-year-old self a hard on like the intro to Power Rangers. Is that wailing on the guitar?
Oh, yeah. It had that hardcore solo at the beginning of it.
Yeah.
That shit's iconic to me because I don't remember much about that game, but I do remember that music. Like, there's just certain like NES games that stick out.
Yeah. Now, I could be wrong on this because it's been years since I've beat it, but I'm pretty sure like that's the title theme there. You don't hear that music again until you get to the last level. Then it kicks in again, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, gonna kick some ass."
It's
Ghidorah,
like that,
you're going down.
That fucking final assault.
Yeah, it's like a Super Castlevania 4.
Yes.
Once you get Dracula whooped down, it starts in with Simon's theme again. And
Yeah. It's that like you're upon victory, my boy.
yeah, you've come far. Now whoop ass.
Now come again.
Lay some pop down.
I seen them and I looked in their face and I said, I'm gonna put a butt fucking on them. I held that fucking evil immortal being down. I fucked him in his ass, bro. I fucked him so hard the sun come out and he turned to dust. Fuck yeah, that's what everybody's wanting in life. So fucked so hard you turn to dust.
You got fucked so hard you turned some dust on some beer, from what I heard. Fuckers didn't even cuddle with you.
Didn't pull my hair, didn't spit on it, nothing.
Man.
So, yeah, at Furnace Fest, I witnessed the most money I've ever witnessed be spent on 2 4-packs of beer. Unbeknownst to me, because I was just oblivious, beer was $9 a can.
God
damn. And my friend gave me $40.
Thanks, Obama.
And told us to go get some beers. So I take his $40, and I had like $40 in cash. So I put it together, and I just go up there, and I didn't really think about it. Because like I said, I didn't know they were $9 a piece. And I'm like, 2 4-packs. And then I look at the price back there, and the lady's like, $72.
See, and like, I would expect
$72 for 2 fucking 4-packs of tall boys.
I would expect to overpay at a place, but I'd be thinking like $30.
Well, I found out the next day the cocktails were like $8, $8 or $9. So you've been better off to get fucking liquor.
Yeah.
And that second day, I bought a fucking Tito's vodka, or it was Tito's vodka and Liquid Death water, and that's the only drink like that. Like, I smuggle my own booze in. Sorry.
Yeah.
I carried a fucking
I don't blame
pint
you at
of
those
whiskey.
prices. That's ridiculous.
You know. That's, I mean, they didn't like...
That's highway robbery.
I didn't even really get drunk. Like,
yeah.
Not what I should have. Because, I mean, by the time I drove home Saturday night, I was stone sober because I got there so early, and then I was on my feet for like fucking 10 hours. I was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm too old for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it happens, I guess.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been so brain dead today.
Hey, it happens. I've got Diablo brain. So.
I'm just so fucking tired, man. Like, haven't been home in like a fucking week, it feels like, and then just get that brain fog, man. This hobo dinner of White Claw and Johnny fucking Bootlegger. I'm ashamed to even say that. Doesn't help anything. Just makes that brain fog more intense.
Yes, it does. Makes the brain fog acceptable.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm just going to live with it now.
I'm just going to deal with it. I do, as much as I hate to sound like a hipster, I do like White Claws because they're alcoholic as shit and you can just pound the fuck out of them.
Claws of law, man.
They used to make some shit back in the day, like around the time Smirnoff Ice, I guess, come out. Maybe you remember, it's called DNA.
I don't recall that.
Alcoholic spring water is all it was.
Huh. That sounds a little rough.
I mean, It can't be much different than this. It just probably didn't have... I don't think it had seltzer bubbles in it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what balances that shit out, is the bubbly of it.
Yeah, it gives it a little...
It's like drinking a LaCroix for all you fucking imperialistic Dudley Do-Rights that drink LaCroix. Just can't say nothing. A good friend of mine gave me one on the way home this weekend, and that guava LaCroix refreshed me on the way home, I guess.
It got the job done.
It did the trick. Barely, but it worked. But anywho, is that it?
I think that's about it.
Maybe I'll be a little more peppy next time.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Maybe once you get done reading The Subtle Art of Butt Fucking, you'll get a new perspective on life.
I'm 3 chapters in, and I'm starting to look at my friends and family in a different light.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've found it riveting, but I haven't felt like I'm impacted deep or nothing yet.
Yeah.
So
it's coming.
I don't think just yet.
Oh, believe me.
I think it's coming at some point, and it's going to be like a flood of emotion. And by flood of emotion, I load the size of a baseball.
Yeah.
Smells like sweat and regret.
2 favorite smells.
God damn it. Are they really a favorite?
I've tricked myself into believing that.
I was going to say, I think it's just often another thing that you have to kind of lie that
it's
you like.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, agreed. Well, anyways, we'll be back next week if we haven't killed ourselves by then. And game over, man.
Game over.
You know, P.T. Barnum abused elephants, and that's why they don't have circuses anymore.